Okay, so I took an early home day today, skiving off of work a bit, and 2 packages awaiting me on the door. One of which, Liberty Prime. So, as we can see, it's a pretty substantial box. Shrink wrapped, so let's go ahead and get that off first. Okay, sans the shrink wrap, let's see what we've got here. So there's a bit of a delay in getting this because they had to redo the base, which, whoa, that is way thicker than I was even expecting, which bodes well for a project I have planned for this. More of that later. So this is just the base for it. So as you can see, it has a full-sized red rocket from the gas station, along with the logo pieces, a gas pump here in the middle, and a Nuka-Cola. This is amazing. This thing is massive. Apparently the first run had some problems. I think they used the softer resin they used with some of their other projects, and it probably just didn't hold shape well. I mean, you can look, this is like 3/4 of an inch thick. So yeah, that's going to be really fun to play with. And so let's see, we got various shrink wrap here. So we have his helmet, his hand holding a nuke, and I believe that, his waist, yes. I mean, just look at the sheer size of that head. I've seen some people posting some comparison pics online. This is actually taller than a GW Knight, for those of you that play 40K. Yeah, so definitely beefy. So let's, first big piece here is the chest. You can see that's pretty good detail all around, especially for such a nice large piece. Alright, what else have we got in this one? Ah, yes, one of the legs. As you can see, there's a lot of mold pieces here that we'll have to pull off. But overall, the part itself doesn't have a lot of flashing as far as the wee wispy flashing I've seen. You can see some of it here. So fairly small amount of that to pull off, especially for the size and detail. You can see all of this is the exterior, so that's all the plating, and the inside of the leg. You see some of the piping and everything, so we'll have to cut off some of that. Lots of trimming and chopping. That the other leg, it looks like. I can get this out one-handed. I've not done unboxing videos before, so I don't exactly have the equipment for it. So yep, another pretty much identical, a bit more of that wispy flashing, but that normally just, you can just even pull that off, you see. So just running after I clip this and just running a blade on the rest of it should be fine. So just, look at how tall that leg stands. So they have said this will not be have any cards with it as far as a playable piece for the Brotherhood of Steel, which is understandable. I mean, it's a skirmish level game. You're not going to put something this size into a skirmish game. Although if you look at Volsong, they have a golem that's huge. But as with that, in this game, they will be doing a scenario base. So this is his back. It snaps onto the back piece. You see the nuclear bombs that he chucks like a quarterback. We've got some coils on his back. So we'll do some glow effects with those. Again, the detail's very nice, very clean. Not really seeing any mold lines per se. Just got to trim the bottom off there. I must say, I'm quite impressed. I think Modiphius' quality has improved a lot since their initial run. Everyone kind of complains about the 2-player starter, but you got to remember the 2-player starter was designed to go on, big box stores and high streets and bring in extra players. It looks like I did get a finger snap on there, but that's fine. We can glue that back on, no big deal. We just have to make sure the finger is in the bag I just opened. I will say, as far as their customer support when I have had miscasts or anything, has been top-notch. So that's not a mold line per se, it's more like the angle. I may just run over that a bit, but that's not... You can see that line there. It's more of the... I think how the mold maybe went together caused a bit of a sharp angle there, but nothing too terrible. And once again, the detail's pretty nice, just these large pieces to trim off. And then this is the other arm that the hand we saw earlier pops in. Again, we've got that little bit of an angle there. Just sand that down a bit to smooth it. But otherwise, pretty good. Okay, and there is our missing finger. That's nothing too unexpected. Yeah, that's easily just glued right back on. And that's such a large... Even the fingers on this, you can see, are such a large piece that that should hold quite well. And if I have any problems, it's easily pinned. Yep, so I am definitely looking forward to putting this together, getting it painted up. You can kind of see all of the pieces here. As well as some extra work that I plan on doing as far as wiring this up for some fun. So that's Liberty Prime ready to become back online.